Hey YouTube, hey my subscribers, it's me Kia again. I just wanted to let you know more about me, myself. So, um, as y'all know in the last video, I said I'm 30 years old. I'm a single parent of two kids. They're 6 and 9 years old. I love them to death. I love them dearly. I'll show them maybe Thursday. I'll show you guys them. I'm not too sure about exposing my children and all of that. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know a little more about myself. I love to write. I have a whole bunch of stories, a whole bunch of books that I'm in the process of writing. I'm also writing a book about my DV history, and if you don't know what DV is, that's domestic violence, because I went through domestic violence for the past 5 years, 6 years, because my son is 6, as a matter of fact. And I just left in January, and I've been as happy as ever, like the happiest I can be. This is what my video is going to be based on, my domestic violence experience. Like, it all started in 2010. After I had my son, things went downhill with me and his father. It was so crazy. I couldn't even understand what was going on because I wasn't raised like that. I ain't never been through anything like that in my entire life. But before I had my son, we was okay. Things was cordial. After I started having my son, he started whipping my ass like crazy. And I was living with him at the time, like with him and his family, because I was just so like obsessed with him. I wanted to know everything that he was doing, every move he was making, and me living there didn't make nothing better at all. It just made everything worse. Um, the first time he hit me was a few months after I had my son. I could say my son was about 4 months old, and I can't remember quite what we was arguing about, but we was arguing and he had swung on me, he had hit me, and he had punched me. And I was in total shock. Like, I just was crying. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to deal with you no more. I'm done. Yeah, right. Stood because he apologized. We made up. Boom. And then everything was fine for a little while. I could say for about 2 months. And then we had a fight again because he used to go to work and I used to be stuck in the house and with this newborn baby. Well, he wasn't a born baby, but it's about 6 months now. And he didn't want me to do nothing at all. Nothing. Then, what type that icing on the cake, I found out that this guy was cheating on me. So, with some older chick. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say nobody's names because that's just going to be messed up. But anyway, he was cheating on me for mad long. And then come to find out, the girl was living up the block from his house. And I was looking for her, searching her Facebook. I knew who she was. I just did not know where this lady lived at. So when I finally realized, like, where she lived at and figured out the address and all of that, do you know that this chick was living up the block from his house? All hell broke loose. So I approached him about the situation. And we got into a big ass argument once again. And we was arguing, we started fighting. He was swinging on me, I swung on him. Then he swung on me and punched me in my eye. When I tell you this whole eye, all of this was swollen. I wish I could, I don't know how to edit and do all of that where I can insert the pictures and do all of that, but I guess I'll figure it out as time goes. Anyway, he blacked my eye. My joint was closed. Like, I had the crazy cookie. And I called my mom, told my mom, sent her the picture, everything. She went crazy. She was like, you have to leave him. Did I leave? No. I still stood like an asshole. I don't know why. Well, I knew why, because I was blind and I thought that that was love and that wasn't love. Anyway, I stood for years on. Years on. It just continued. I was put in a hospital at one point because he beat me so bad that my back was messed up. Um, I don't know. It's just, and I used to always look at people and judge other people like, how can you stay with a person that's beating you up? I would never be with a man that's gonna beat me up. Never, 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 never. I'll never do that. And look, never say never, because you could be in the same shoes as a person. And look, and I was in the same exact shoes, fighting every single day, getting my ass beat every day for no reason when I could have just left. So, anyways, now I'm in 2017. I just left him. It took me 6 years to leave him. So, please, if you know somebody that's going through DV history, you cannot tell a person to leave or leave this man. It's only gonna get worse. You just gotta give the person the time to leave when they want to leave, and that's that. I forgot what I was gonna say, but that brings me back to my weight issue because I was insecure and I was worried about him. All I did was, that's when all the eating and everything started and all the weight gain started after being with him. Like, it was just horrible. A horrible experience, and I don't ever want to experience nothing like that again in my life. And the thing is that I hid it from my family. Like, I didn't tell anybody. I just pretended like everything was okay. And it wasn't. I was being abused mentally, physically, and it's just ridiculous. And I finally left. I just left. We in July. I left in January. And look, I still have his name tattooed. Gotta get that covered up. But I left. I had no choice but to leave. I had to do something that was better for me and my kids. And I'm happy. I'm not in the best place ever, but I'm happy. Things is better for me. Doors is opening. Opportunities is opening. And I just see clearer now, and I'm just happy. Couldn't get into too much details, but I just did what I had to do. I finally made a police report, finally went to court, got an order of protection against him. Like, things got real, things got deep. Now I have no contact with him. I don't speak to him. I don't see him, and I'm happy. Just happy. But yeah, that's one of the stories I suffered with in my life. And I'm writing a book. I'm in the process of writing a book about that right there. My domestic violence history. Like, And it's going to be good. And I'm going to get into detail about everything in the book. But I just wanted to let y'all know that, this channel is not just about my weight loss. It's just going to be about my life. I'm going to let you people, everybody, male, female, young teenagers, whoever. I just want to let everyone in on my life, because you're not the only person that's going through something. You're not the only person that's suffering. And there's help out there.